What's going on, everybody? Brett here, and I'm back today playing some more Darkest Dungeon. And we're gonna do this today. So, I saw that we had our first veteran level boss in the Hag, and I wasn't all that, keen to go and knock her out, but I saw that she has the Candle of Life, which is one of my favorite items in the game. It makes antiquarians basically healers, really tanky healers, and I would love to get this sooner rather than later. That way we can start taking our antiquarian on more runs. And do we have two antiquarians? We have Thelonia. No, we just haven't been using her very much. But this is the crew I've decided to go with. We've got Daryl. We've got Boisette. So we've got some level 5s. I really wish I had a whole crew of level 4s, but the way, our levels are starting to shake out, we need to get these guys up. And then we've got a level 3 here with Triari. I think it's going to be great. And you can go ahead and check out our items as I do that. And then we also have Kata as our frontliner. Perhaps not the best group for killing the Hag, but we do have some really powerful single target damage in the form of our Musketeer and Triari. And we also have some poison, some blight that I think will work really well on her if we can get that stacked. Bleed would probably be better, which is making it tempting for me to take Skibo, but I think it's fine. We want to have really strong single target. That way if someone gets put in the pot and we need to get them out, we can do that. I like having, at least 2 forms of healing here. That way if someone goes to death's door, they can be brought away from it. So I did exactly what I said I would do, guys, in the last episode. I went ahead and knocked out the 3rd caregivers convention. And now we've got Stefan and Nanami in here taking care of some of their quirks. We've got Tiberius getting rid of one of his diseases. And yeah, so I haven't upgraded anything. We've got enough deeds to come into the blacksmith and upgrade our weaponsmithing. And I think that's what we're going to do. And we may actually convert some of these portraits into deeds. Portraits are pretty valuable. We need those to upgrade our guild to max level, but we don't have any real max level units yet, or heroes yet, so I don't know how badly we need our portraits. Yeah, so getting both, level 3, I guess, or I think they're level 4, but they're only the 3rd tier upgrades. The level 4 armor and weapons is going to be extremely important for us going into these veteran difficulty dungeons. So let's do that. I think we're going to trade all of them. Portraits trade very well. You'll see for the 18 that we have, we can get 27. That puts us up to 30. Do that. I think we only needed 35. Let's check. Oh, we needed 32. Okay, so I overtraded a bit, but that's all right.
Every plan relies upon a strong arm and tempered steel.
So now let's go in here, and perfect. Just like that, we're going to be able to upgrade our weapons and our armor. So we're going to get a Masterful Executioner's Sword. The damage increase is huge. It's an extra 4 damage altogether. 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. An extra chance to crit. And it doesn't change our speed at all. And then armor-wise, another huge upgrade. 7 HP and 5 dodge for the bronze chestplate. Exceptional pick and knives. Only 2 extra damage, but she goes up to 9% crit. That's huge. And a fine jacket. 25 dodge. All very good. Gilded mace. No speed upgrades, sadly. I would love to be faster. But just straight up being tankier is also good. Check out the damage here. Only 2 more, but once again, super high crit. Better dodge, better HP. I'll take it. Awesome. And then before we go in to fight a powerful boss, we should definitely make sure our abilities are upgraded. I see no reason to run. We could run a Mark Party, take out Kata, perhaps put in Jake. And that wouldn't be a terrible idea. It's definitely a lot of burst damage. This does extra damage versus marked as well. That's an interesting thought. I just liked having Kata as a little bit of an anchor in the front line. Kata is very strong. Jake here could be very strong as well. So the idea would be to mark here with Daryl. We'd probably take off Buckshot for Mark, just to make sure if we get shuffled around poorly, we would have the ability to still act. Debuff here, then we'd be using Thrown Dagger, and we'd also be hitting Collect Bounty, which has a 90% damage increase versus marked. And I think she's also counts as human, so a plus 30% damage versus human, which is enormous. This lowers her protection. Okay. I like this. I don't hate this. Let's take the items off of Kata. And we could probably give them... Man, I love the Brawler's Gloves. But she's definitely going to shuffle us around. Minus 5% to crit. Let's just give him the protection and the stress relief. So we're going to try a marked party. I don't hate it. Marked parties are very strong. But it just takes that one turn of investment to get it going. Sort by... There we go. And he gets a nice upgrade there. And a big upgrade there as well. Check him out. We're not going to upgrade any of that. But we do want to upgrade her mark. Mostly it's accuracy. Want to make sure that lands. And I can just show you guys what was in the stagecoach. Another level 2 abomination. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else we really want to do. Man, we could put them in stress relief, but we don't really need to do that. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and take on the hag for the second time. Snapped bones and tanned human hides are the spore of a vile cannibalistic hag. For all that is good, destroy her. I'll do it. Okay. Provision. We've got cash. I don't see much harm in over-provisioning, especially with food. A good source of healing. Maybe only 2 holy waters. Is that good enough? I think so. Let's knock it out.
Her knowledge of horticulturalism and its role in various arcane practices impressed me greatly. My licentious impulse gave way to a genuine professional respect, and together we began to plant, harvest, and brew. There is method in the wild corruption here. It bears a form both wretched and malevolent.
So we got an awesome scout right off the bat. We know we don't have to go this way. There's a ton of curios this way though. We may end up going there. But the boss is definitely here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's either here or here. But either way, that means we need to go this way.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Oh god, I didn't realize just how badly she was stressed. That might have been a bit of a mistake. Well, let's not give her any reason to be extra stressed. We don't have any stress relief in this party.
Nature herself.
Oh my god, the
victim
Shambler.
to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Are you kidding me, game? This could completely throw off this run. But we're in such good shape, it's just that this is going to be a next level Shambler. A veteran level. And a lot of our people in our party are level 3s. As opposed to like level 4s or 5s. Damn. And we don't have a lot of AoE clear. Damn it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We can always rest right after.
A star spawned horror.
Okay, that sucked, but it wasn't the worst. Guess we'll deal a little damage here. Chance to stun is pretty non-existent. We're going to want to mark this thing, though. So, no dodge for you. It lasts for 3 rounds. Let's try and do some damage to it. Here we go. We really need to get her backwards.
About to break.
Because we need her to use her ability that deals extra damage to marked targets. And him being all the way in the back is pretty rough as well. Damn. This could be bad, y'all. Huge crit.
Quakes.
That's what we needed. And now she has even more of a damage versus marked targets.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Alright, we know we're not going to miss because he's got no dodge.
A dizzying
Damn,
blow
he lands
to
a
body
crit.
and brain.
Look at the huge stress we're getting. And of course they're going to keep going for her because she's already stressed out. Come on, positive resolve check. Hopeless. God.
There can be no hope in this hell. No hope at all.
Okay, we got to switch.
How quickly the tide turns.
Yeah. Could potentially have a heart attack if she gets all the way up to 200. Let's keep our life total topped off. Happy that he's in the second row now, because now we can hit him. Yes. And get full value off this mark. And then we do 5 damage. Are you serious? With all these buffs? That sucks. Camping is going to have to do a lot of work for us.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
She ignored the heal. That's awful. Okay, let's use the bandage before she dies. It's gonna be a close one, y'all.
Ringing
Jesus.
ears,
Crit.
blurred vision. The end approaches.
And now we've got the death's door debuff. Let's get rid of that.
The
Perfect.
space between worlds.
Okay, now we just have to
No
survive
place for mortal men.
against these crappy little guys with their huge protection.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
Okay, she let us heal her this time, which is good. And we took her off of death's door. But I feel like we're gonna have trouble keeping these two alive now.
The true test.
If they attack her
Hold
again,
fast
it'll probably kill
or
her.
expire.
Alright, protection. Not gonna save them from the pick.
Continue
Alright.
the onslaught.
I'm like sweating, guys.
Destroy them all.
This was such a bad
Compassion
idea.
is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Past her turn. Jesus.
Teetering on the
3
brink,
death doors. We might have to
facing
back
the
out
abyss.
after this. After we camp. Vigorous. Okay. That's great.
A
But not if we all die
momentary
here.
abatement.
Nothing will stop me. He healed himself. It's one of the best ones you can get. Well, we got to get out of the darkness. Look at the buff on this thing. Oh my god. I'm as stressed out as they are. And we picked up the
These
candle.
nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Awesome item. We might have to switch that out for somebody. Because we're currently using the sun ring. This is just a better sun ring. Well, we know there's no fights coming up. So let's just get over here and use our firewood. Try and give ourselves some stress relief.
The battle may yet be won.
Are you serious? Damn you. We certainly don't have any way to get rid of the type of negative effect. Let's give ourselves the buffs, try and get rid of our stress as best we can. Is that really the best we can do? We can heal her. Oh god. Okay. She won't take that? Or can we not double that up? Oh, it's hers. Okay. Well, she won't take the heals. I don't remember what all of these different ones do off the top of my head. Especially the negatives. I try to avoid them altogether. What do we give her? We can't heal her. Wow, that's horrible.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Well,
We
guys,
require only the strength to follow it.
that's pretty awful. And we've got multiple death's doors. So this just became a very improbable victory for us. That was also pretty
Cruel
bad.
machinations spring to life.
Because of her stress
With a
level, we don't
singular
want her to have a
purpose.
heart attack. We might just want to cut our losses and be happy we got the candle, which is a very good item. Probably after this fight. We need big heals. Our dodge on her should be excellent, but she just hasn't dodged anything yet. She marked herself. Okay. It's a bold
Their
strategy.
formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
It'll take several turns to put this guy down.
A devastating
Perfect.
blow.
Just keep the heal train going. No crits. Okay. Hopeless might have been like the worst thing to happen to her. It makes it so that we just can't get that stress down.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Okay. Pretty sweet. It's also not bad. That attack can do a lot. Yeah, so the scenario I'm envisioning right now, guys, is that we're gonna go to try and do the boss battle, and they're gonna pick up like Jake and she's gonna pick up Jake and put him in the pot, and then she's just not gonna want to attack. And then we'll just spend the boss battle getting stressed out and dying. Literally hurt herself. Okay. Yeah, so I think we're just gonna try and gather as much as we can.
This is how a life is taken.
And then get the heck out of here. Yeah, like these deeds and stuff like that. I mean, we just need to grab what we can and go. I have very little confidence with the amount of stress that we have that we can beat the boss without some horrible outcome. Did not need to discard those. I thought for sure I did. Alright, when you make mistakes on top of having bad luck, you're gonna have a bad time. Let's hope for a secret room. That would pretty much salvage this. Okay. She's got a 100% chance, so that's just free stress relief for her. And a shovel here for some treasure.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Damn. If she was still at like 100, I would go for it. But the greater odds here are that she's just gonna have a heart attack and die. Okay, more good items.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Let's, damn. Drop the herbs. We know we don't need any more shovels. Thankfully, it's a blessedly small battle. Man, do I get greedy here and just go for this?
Obliterated. Decimated. Soothed. Sedated.
It'd be pretty sweet if we did it. She shuffled her own position. Get out of here. Man, just him being vigorous, though,
Annihilated.
gives me hope. But all that means is she's gonna grab him and put him in the pot. And then we're just gonna have to try and beat her with this group. Let's do it. Crack all my knuckles. Get ready. She's got a lot of HP.
A slathering testament to the powers of corruption.
Chance of stunning, very low. Her blight resistance isn't that good, especially once we lower it. Man, I would love to try and stun her. Just no way. Okay, if someone had to go into the pot, I guess it's good that it was her. But she's our mark. I just wanted to get one mark off with her and then have everyone else attack. She healed herself. God. Alright, we need to start landing these blights. Stacking them as high as we can. That's how we're going to kill her. This only has 21 HP, but I think we just gotta let her go. She sucks anyway. And we just need to outdamage her heal, which I'm pretty damn positive we can do once we get the blight rolling. And if we dodge some of these, that would be even better, but we're not. That is good. Alright guys, come on, let's dodge. A crit heal? Get out of here. Alright.
Executed.
And our buff is more damage versus marked, but we can't mark her. We're getting her down, but she's healing so much. And here comes Daryl in the front line. Yeah, she hits her, she might kill her. Oh my god. We gotta get a heal on her, ASAP. Okay, the healer gets put in. It's pretty bad. I think we still keep going for her. We gotta end this. She's only got 27 HP. This is one of the attacks we needed her to be doing this whole time, but instead she's just been healing herself. If she wasn't healing herself, she'd be dead by now. Oh my god, I hate you so much, Daryl. It took us so long to do that she lost all of her weaknesses, her debuffs to Blight. Yeah, keep seasoning. Don't pass your turn, we need your damage. Almost. Is that a kill? I think that's a kill, guys. Jesus.
Leave her corpse to rot.
Can't believe we risked all that, but we did it.
She spawned.
And we pick up our first blueprint naturally. These rare loot items are age-old plans for expanding the hamlet. They are consumed when constructing new buildings in the districts. Blueprints are guarded by bosses. Awesome. So, of course, we can't pick anything up. We're going to eat this food, take her off death's door. No real reason to do anything else. We're going to leave. I don't think there's any purpose whatsoever to doing this. Let's pick that up.
The light, the promise of
pick
safety.
that up. Pick that up. Oh my god, let's get the hell out of here. Return to the hamlet. Jesus, I'm sweating. Christ. And if you're religious, I apologize because I just took the Lord's name in vain. I don't know how many times. But that's how stressed out I was. God, we pick up some deeds. That's nice. And an extra 8 deeds up here. Lots of crests to make up for all the ones that we switched out. And now we have the Candle of Life. So our antiquarian, with this item, plus another healing item, she can function as a really good healer, actually. With, you know, decent HP, thanks to the 15% max HP increase. And we have our first level 6, and it's Daryl. I hate you. I hate you, Daryl. I hate you so much. But it is what it is. I guess we made it out. We made it out. And we need some serious stress relief now. That's what you get for bringing level 3s.
The sum. A sanguine memory to me.
At least we were able to give them the benefit of fully upgraded armor and weapons for that level. Otherwise, I think we would have been in big trouble. So Daryl, what's your, see, she doesn't go either places. Just trying to make sure we have options. Where do you go? What's that? She only goes to the cloister, but this guy's in there. God damn you, caretaker. Alright, that's very expensive. Let's go over here. Set her to gambling. And we have a blueprint that we want to use. She's just going to have to chill out. Check out the stagecoach, see if there's any good, guys. I mean, man, I would love to get... Yeah, we're going to increase our roster size again. And I would also like to do this as well. But if we do this, we're not going to be able to use our blueprint for quite some time. Let's exchange some crests for deeds. Increase our roster size.
More arrive, foolishly seeking fortune and glory in this domain of the damned.
Man, he's got antsy. Antsy is garbage. We're going to get rid of that.
The raw strength of youth may be spent, but his eyes hold the secrets of 100 campaigns.
And then I think we take yet another Vestal.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
If I would get rid of anyone in our roster right now, it'd probably be our other occultist, Ravnot. I generally don't play that many occultists. I like them sometimes, but just not all the time. I just don't like their unreliable healing. But having a second man-at-arms is pretty sweet, especially one that's already upgraded. Might as well check out the Nomad Wagon. Let's check out our items. Let's unequip and sort them. So guys, we've already got 4 Ancestors items at this point in the game. Is unbelievable. Just from being brave and fighting the Shambler every time. But this is an amazing item. If you look at like the camouflage cloak, it needs for torchlight to be above 75. So you basically have to keep it topped off the entire time. Whereas the candle, it only needs it to be above 50%. And you can very easily counter the minus 10% stress with a Book of Sanity. And then basically you're getting plus 15% damage, plus 2 speed, plus 5 dodge, plus 10% stress reduction, which is amazing. So this is one of the items I'm happy to pick up. These two, getting these first was a little unfortunate, but it's hard to complain now. The Speed Stone is just, it's not bad, but we're just going to always have something better. Well, we may as well look at it. The Scouting Whistle for the Houndmaster. Increased chance to scout and disarm. It's basically a much worse version of the Ancestors map, which is also something you can use on anyone. And we don't need multiple protection stones. We don't even, I mean, honestly, we don't need even a single protection stone. Anything else that we can get rid of for right now? I think we're good. Alright, let's go in here. And like I said, we want to get rid of our new buddy's Antsy. Like, that's terrible. How much would this cost? Too much. No. Don't want to do that. I also love Fairweather Fighter as an ability, or as a quirk, but it's too expensive, so we'll just get rid of Antsy right now. And let's figure out what our party's going to be before we go ahead and make any decisions about who goes where to do what. Wow, we can go take out the Brigand 8-pounder, or 12-pounder rather, and get a really good item for the Plague Doctor, the Blasphemous Vial. It basically fixes the Plague Doctor so that she always lands everything. Her blights and stuns, and she's super accurate so she never just misses. And then, once again, easily countered the negative 25 stress by the 20. So basically your only downside is minus 5% stress. I don't want to do that right now though. That's enough wield for me. I've had enough of that for one day. Tough ring. The Houndmaster. Ooh, the Ancestor's pistol. We're nowhere near. This is one of the ancestral weapons I'd love to get, or items that I would love to get. We're just not there yet. What I want to do right now, guys, is go into either the courtyard or the farmstead. But since we haven't even... I mean, maybe only once we burn the hives do they come out? Because I feel like we should have been running into them this whole time and we haven't seen a single Bloodsucker unit. Whereas we could probably go into the farmstead's first level and knock that out. Who are we going to do that with? Definitely a crusader. Xenophon comes in. We don't want her in there. Sort by level. Do we have any level 3? We don't. Okay, so let's take in... Wow, she's great. Look at all of her non-negative quirk havingness. Who else do we bring in? Jesters are great in the farmstead, but this is only the first part of the farmstead. I mean, this is probably fine too. Looks like we're building a very solid group. And then I would probably bring in Skibo. He's got Luminous. Love it. In the back row, we would take this off and add this. So we have 2 forms of stress relief. We definitely want the buffs here. Also like Hue, self-healing. If I have to pick one of these buffs, man, this one's probably better for the sheer damage. What do I get rid of? Probably Hue? Or do I even really need Solemnity? Revenge. Okay. That's a group. It seems kind of foolish not to keep his self-heal. But we also have multiple forms of healing as well. So we'll talk about the farmstead in a minute, but let's look at these upgrades. Okay, not much of an upgrade there for him. It's always nice to get the extra dodge, though. He's only level 2, that's so low. Huge HP. Okay. Is he level 1 or level 2? He's only level 1. Ah, okay, that makes sense. I thought he was level 2. Well, should we bring someone else in the front lines? We could put him in the second row position and put the Crusader in the front. I kind of like that. Or Brett, rather. Probably use Brett. Man, Brett needs so much, like, removed. You know what? Brett's like my my pet character. We got to get rid of some of this stuff, and let him keep Slugger as well. That was not financially sound, but sometimes you got to have a pet character. You know what? Let's just leave our boy in. We want to level him up anyway. And I guess we check out our abilities now. Much better. Level 2 heals. And then bigger bleeds. It's pretty nice. Better stress heal and better chance to have that help. I think we're good to go. We spent a lot of money, but we're headed into the farmstead for the first time. So something has fallen from the stars and struck the old mill. Neighbors whisper of twisted vegetation and eerily shifting lights. Defeat all enemies. We need to give ourselves some good items. I don't remember how torchlight is affected in the farmstead. I might want to look that up real quick. Because if we bring one of these items that's affected, you know, by torchlight only being a certain amount, I don't think torchlight is even a factor in the farmstead. So let me, while I'm just kind of sitting here, guys, let me look this up real quick. I don't want to tell you guys the wrong thing. And for those of you playing along at home, I want to make sure you get good information. Okay. They're considered special lighting conditions, so they always count as 100% torchlight. So this person even mentions the Ancestor's Candle being one of the best items. So that's really good for us. So I kind of want to give that to Skibo. He's higher level, so that should be great for him. And I mean, that's awesome. So like this right here is just straight up 15 dodge, which is just a crazy amount of dodge. And for her, still the old combo, just pure 30% healing. And then we have the Holy Orders on him. Not something we really need, but it is a unique set of stuff that he can use. What about you, buddy? I don't think there's a ton of movement related things in the farmstead, especially not early on. Probably should just go with a little bit of HP, or a lot of HP as a frontliner, and then do something like Candle Book here. Or you know what? I don't like that. I think Candle. If we're gonna do that, it should go on the leper probably. And then let him be very tanky. Just give him the protection. Where'd the other book go? Increase stress. We don't necessarily need the protection. Guys, I want you to know I'm definitely like overthinking this right now. It's super not necessary. We're gonna do fine in here. The first run anyway, but it does get a heck of a lot harder the more farmstead you do. I'm preparing for this as if it's like the normal one. Let's see if there's a name for this. I could have sworn. Okay. Guess not. I'm preparing for this as if it was like an endless run. And we do need to provision. So I find it hard to remember. It doesn't even let you bring torchlight. So that's good. There are items in here, but I don't remember what you need for the first run. So let's just kind of bring a little bit of everything. We'll even bring at least one. Let's bring 2 laudanums. I think horror's a real thing in here, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I've done it, now that I think about it.
Blight had struck the harvest again that year, and the miller was desperate. He came to me, hat clutched tightly in filthy fingers, stinking of sweat and manure. Seated comfortably in my observatory, surrounded by telescopes and other delicate apparatus, I recognized his misfortune as an opportunity, and I agreed to lend him my expertise.
I don't know if you guys get the picture yet, but our ancestor was not a good dude. Not a good dude at all. This poor farmer. Seems safe enough for now. So look how cool this is. So the farmstead's miasma. Minus 10% healing received, plus 10% stress. So stress is a really big controlling factor here that you have to kind of work with. Change our color scheme up. Why? I don't know, guys. I have no idea. But just take a second to appreciate this cool background, like these crazy pillars with runes on them and the constellations on the front of this gate. But this light will change. It just affects, it doesn't affect actual torchlight, that whole thing. And I don't think you need to do anything. It just says breach the barrier. And you go inside. Alright, so our first enemy's here. Let's see how we do. Man, and I really miss Hugh already. Did I take off Hugh? I actually don't remember. Let's check out their resistances. These guys can all be bled. I was hoping to apply a little bit of bleed to the Scarecrow, but Scarecrow does not bleed, so that's good to know. If we could start landing some stuns, that would be good as well. Should probably stun the person in the third row, so that way if we want to stun with our Crusader, we can.
Annihilated.
Nice. Monster waves and respawning. Defeated foes will swiftly be replaced by waves of despicable reinforcements. Your party must endure this onslaught without pause or hope for respite. Because of the strange nature of time's behavior in the Farmstead, you can retreat with no penalty at any time. The kill meter and crystal shard. So all Farmstead quests have a kill meter, the measure of your might and ambition. It's in the right-hand corner. Fill it by defeating monsters, and when your tally hits certain thresholds, you will receive a reward of crystal shards. These rewards increase the further you venture. Back in the hamlet, the jeweler seeks these strange glowing shards. He will trade you for unspeakable artifacts of power. Find him in the Nomad's Wagon. So I'm happy to finally start getting into that. And now we're going to start giving our leper his perma buffs. So this lasts for the entire endless battle, unless they somehow change this. Ooh, the Seeds of Madness. We got to destroy this quickly, or else it explodes.
Another abomination cleansed
And I
from
think
our
it does
lands.
like stress damage to us. So look at our buffs. These all last for the rest of the battle. These are our debuffs, which last for the rest of the battle. So it's damage taken, and minus dodge, but we also have, you know, increased protection on him. So it kind of evens out, I think.
As the
Perfect.
fiend falls.
Yeah, we're gonna wreck these
A
guys.
faint
We have some
hope
pretty
blossoms.
strong heroes in this fight. Check out the kill meter. Spreading the love a little bit. 38
Decimated.
on a level 1. That's why you do it, y'all. 38. And if we weren't so scared of the stress, we could have stacked even more damage stuff on him. And I love that. People always say they dab. That is what it looks like.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
And they're considered husks and humans. So if you're concerned about the creature type, that's worth noting. And I feel like we definitely want Hugh. You want to have some AoE.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Another one falls.
Very good. So we're rolling over them right now. Just take a little free heal, I guess. Alright. A full stack comes, and we face our first foreman. He's going to give him riposte. Not too many resistances on them. Blight is kind of the big one, I guess. Which makes sense. And every time we miss an attack, it's so bad because we've invested so much in making sure that he does damage.
Eradicated.
Only 5 HP on these seeds, and they have -4 dodge, so they will not dodge you. And apparently you can actually cause them to bleed, so we don't have to target them at all. That's great.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Let's just heal ourselves to full. See what that does.
Back to the pit.
Didn't really have any other options to do anything there. Might as well get the kill ourselves. We're filling that meter up quickly. And I love bypassing the stealth here.
formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Haunting Revelation, and pretty sure is a stress attack. Yeah, he causes us some stress, but I don't think we even need to bother to use the laudanum on that. It's only going to be like 9, and he can always get rid of it himself. Alright, they're finally able to hit us at this late state. And even him just getting a few kills every now and then will give him his stress relief.
The ground quakes. Compassion is a rarity in the fevered.
And we could always use dog treats as well. I think we probably just should.
Executed with impunity.
No stress for you, sir. Guys, this gets a lot harder. The final boss of this place is probably the hardest boss in the game.
Obliterated.
Okay, a new enemy, the plow horse. Not a lot of resistances to bleed either. Pretty sure this is the guy that can mess with our placement. He also goes into stealth, which is interesting. Alright, super dead. Super dead. Get a little heal going. Bring that stress down to 0.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
You know what? We kind of need the seed to do AoE damage. So let's leave it up. So we are getting minus healing. Oh, a crit?
Assault cannot be
Oh
left
my
unanswered.
god. We have no good way of like reshuffling ourselves.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Would really like to have Holy Lance on our Crusader. That would be great. And because of that shuffle, we're going to get wrecked by the seed there. And another horse. Okay. This isn't perfect. That's probably the major downside of how I built this. I needed to put Holy Lance on him instead of something else. Maybe the stun.
A momentary abatement.
And just when we get ourselves shuffled back into the right position, they're going to do it again and reshuffle us.
Monster's size,
But that might push us to the limit. No, it doesn't.
Unless
So here we go. Another crit.
A virtue.
Alright, that actually probably helped us. Just like that, we're back in a decent spot.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
Okay, let's get ourselves through all of these seeds.
Be gone, fiend.
And we do get a minor heal whenever we kill one, too. It's worth noting. I'll take it. I think that's supposed to stun. Yeah, okay. Stun and bleed, wow. And that was enough. We filled up the kill meter.
Victory.
And that's all we had to do for the first one. But when we go back, it's going to be much, much longer. So that's good. It kind of gave me a great refresher on what we needed to do. And some of the mistakes that I made this time, hopefully I won't make next time. We definitely want something that can help us to move. And I think Hugh, the combination of Hugh and, I forget the name of the attack from Xenophon, the one where he uses the scroll. But having that much good good AoE clear for the first 2 rows is going to be great. But once we got moved around, we were screwed, and Holy Lance would have really helped us there.
Irritant to some, a sanguine memory to me.
Alright, this guy... Can she not get relief anywhere? Will only visit the brothel. Is not allowed to visit the brothel. Oh my god. That is awful. No, not this one. Gotta get rid of this one. Let's just get rid of that. Jesus. And Xenophon needs to get rid of the Red Plague. This is a pretty nasty one. It weakens our guys quite a bit. And what is our stress levels like on everyone else? Daryl, where are you? Daryl, you son of a... Okay. Guys, I think that's going to be it for today. What level is our current Jester? Level 2? Okay. I wouldn't mind having another one, but I don't think that's anything we need to do right now. We now have 12 shards. Let's go and check out if we can possibly buy anything from this creep. And of course we can't. You can... Okay, this just upgrades the Nomad Wagon, of course. There's no upgrading this guy. The prices are the prices, but we can check out the occultist-only petrified skull. Reduces healing received. Max HP. This is a weird one. Ignores stealth. Extra critives. So some of these, obviously they get way better as you go down the line. I'm trying to remember what was some of the first ones that I bought the last time I played this. I think the first one I bought was this one. Spectral Spear Tip. Plus 15% damage. And on attack, random target 5%. That's a pretty bad negative, but it just seems to never happen. And the big thing here is that you also get plus 20% Blight Skill chance. And plus 15% max HP, plus 15% damage. So basically you just throw in Pale all day. Hit everyone for tons of damage, and then you're like guaranteeing you get a lot of Blight. And the Vestal, not so good. This is a good time for us to chill and just kind of look at some of these. Abomination gets accuracy and stun skill chance. Plague Doctor gets huge dodge, 20 dodge. This one's just like a straight awesome item. Especially if you were to use it in conjunction with that other one we saw. If shard dust is in our inventory. We don't have any shard dust. Plus 25% stress skills. That's great. This is probably a must for doing really long runs. Plus 15% shards given if you're trying to farm them. A flagellant only, minus 25% max HP, but plus 30% damage. Jesus. Plus 30% bleed skill chance versus husk. This is actually great. I mean, you just pair this with the Ancestor's Bottle, which, like, I mean, food is not even an issue in the farmstead, so you're just dealing with a little bit of extra stress. For plus 30% damage? Oh my god, that's a good item. This, I think, is just an awesome, like, almost broken item. The Howmaster only. Okay. Minus 10 dodge, though. Ugh. It gives him plus 60% guard duration. That's great. This is good. Mask of the Timeless. Huge damage reflection. This is the best item in here. It's for the Crusader. Small chance for him to attack a random target, but he can cause blight on hit, and it gives him huge max HP. So it's just a great item. And I think I also had the Hellions one as well, the Thirsting Blade, to increase her accuracy, speed, increase crit versus bleeding. And hurt yourself. Yeah, I think I had this one as well. And you just give her, like, I don't know. I don't remember what else I paired this with, but I remember it being extremely strong. Musketeer, just straight up 20% extra damage. Anyway, guys, we also picked up a blueprint this episode, which I totally like glossed over. Torchlight is more beneficial. Granary, not super far off. The next thing I would build is the Sanguine Vintners. We've talked about this before, but that's definitely where I would go with this. The fact that we don't currently have anyone infected is amazing to me. But I'm sure that'll happen in tomorrow's or the next day's episode when we go into the courtyard for the first time. Let's unequip all trinkets. And what was this one that we got for the Plague Doctor? So just some increased accuracy. We're never going to use this. Let's just go ahead and recoup some of the money that we've been spending on upgrades and things. And call that good. Yeah, we don't need any of that. And yeah, so guys, I think that's it. This is such a good set if you can get the whole thing. Accuracy, dodge, speed. Don't like the decreased healing. But so this is what we would do next. We would go in here at the veteran level and kill the miller, which is also something we could do. It takes a lot longer. It'd probably be an entire episode in and of itself. But hopefully that would be cool. I mean, that would put us at least 42 shards. And with 42 shards, we could purchase our first item. And if we come out of there with even more than that, which I think you do because you get them at the end of each round, I think it takes multiple rounds to get to the miller. I would love to get the Spectral Spear Tip. And once I get that item, plus I think it's the third item you get on her, on the Shield Breaker, as part of her dreams, she just becomes like unkillable. It also pairs really well with this, because you add that 30% blight skill chance to the blight skill chance of the other item, and you're basically just always landing. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. If you're a new subscriber and you'd like to name one of these characters, go ahead. Actually, that's it. That's what I needed to do. Okay, hold on. Oh man, give me a sec, guys. I almost forgot. This is for you, buddy. I wanted to name our Shield Breaker. I had a name request. A very recent one from a viewer in Brazil. Let me pull up this. I remember the name, but I don't remember the spelling. It's a little hard for me to remember that. But let me pull that up real quick. He said he would like a female character with the name... Okay, hold on. Give me 1 sec. 1 second. I want to make sure I get it in here. So, because I'm really bad about forgetting things. So, the name is... Oh God, is this going to be hard for me to say? Let me spell it out first. Is there enough room for anything else? Got you, buddy. So the name is Kaiparina? Let me know if I'm saying that wrong. I probably am. Kaiparina. Kaiparina? Kaiparina? I'm assuming that's how you say it instead of like Saparina? Saparina? Kaiparina? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for having a name suggestion. And the BR I'm assuming is for Brazil. But she's going to be a great character for us for a long time. So I'm happy that she's a named character. And if there's any more name suggestions that you would like, just let me know. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Later, y'all.